Lords and ladies, how are you all doing? This is Khan over coming back to you with another episode of Europa Universalis IV Rights of Man. This is our brave country of France. We do have a couple people here that are not quite fully French yet, but don't you worry, they will be French. When last we saw each other, Burgundy, actually their Duke died, I dare say, and split up this huge bit between us and Austria. So now Austria controls a huge bit up in the north, have tons and tons of border gore, as well as our own lands over here to the east. So we'll probably end up fighting them at some point soon, but more important than that, I promised you guys when we last left that I was going to consider ejecting the English from our shores, not only because it gets me more territory, but also because we have reclaimed Co, which is fairly high development, Normandy, which is fairly high development, Gascony, which is fairly high development, and Le Bourd, which is not wonderful, but at the same time forms our southern defense. And that would just be a good idea, wouldn't it? So, while we're waiting for our troops to get back up to full everything, take a quick look at what they got going on. So Scotland could face off against them. And really the only people we'd have to fight would be the English, who, if we actually bring the Scots in on this, we could just let them get wrecked, which would be fine. But if we don't need to fight them, we have Castile down here. We are going to know that the Portuguese will take the English side, which means we will probably lose some money in the interim as our fleets get attacked. But for the immediate future, we should be pretty decently okay. So yeah, we're just going to wait for our troops to gain some of their morale back real quick. Holstein is trying to build a spy network in our area, which is not going to be, taken too much. It's not going to really allow that to happen too often. And let's actually start building a spy network against Austria. And Aragon, for some reason, is no longer allied against us. Oh, that's why, because they are actually in a personal union. That's just a problem right there. What I will probably decide to do... Oh, no, they have Casus Belli against Genoa. Okay, cool. So screw that. Let us get our fleets actually up to the north. And when the British will be coming around, and they will be coming around, don't you worry. So, where is it? Yeah, 8 light ships and 2 cogs. I want to get my stronger fleet up here to the north. With 2 carracks and 8 cogs. Still not particularly strong fleet, but decent enough that we can get by. And Austria is just preparing to attack us, bro. Like, hardcore. Take a quick look at the diplomacy for this. No one seems to hate us too much. Now, does anyone actually hate the Austrians? They have a royal marriage with Savoy. They're claiming the northern part here, and that's a problem, because that's like a breadbasket. I mean, look at all that juicy development. If they want to attack it, we could be completely screwed. On the plus side, these guys all up in here are not going to want to give a ton of assistance to the English. Ooh, and the ruler of Florence has not been excommunicated, but we can't take advantage of that, can we? No, because they're down in the south. So, oh well on that one. Yeah, we're losing some money because of pirating. Now, we did just see Portugal's got 17,000 men, as well as a pretty strong fleet. I'm kind of wondering if I should just recall all of my ships. And yeah, we're going to sacrifice some of our income for a bit, but we should be okay. First of all, stand up to anything that's going to come to us. And on top of that, what do I want to say this real quick? We're in good shape. Okay, we're good. We're good. We should be able to take these provinces pretty darn quick, maybe even take Calais. Keep the English completely out of France as opposed to just partly. So I think what we'll do, transfer our troops down to the south. Castile, we're not going to declare war on you. That'd be stupid. It would just be so stupid. And the English... Oh my gosh. So they don't owe us 10 favors yet. I'm surprised by that. How many favors do they owe us? 8. So we have to take a favor for every year. So we wait 2 years to fight? Oh, heck no. We are definitely attacking them soon. We have, I don't think we have a technology advance. I'd be very surprised to see that, in fact. Are we looking? We're looking technology. Here we go. Maybe what we'll do is we'll wait until 1459. Maybe we will wait those 2 years. Yeah, you know what? We're going to wait those 2 years to sufficiently prepare ourselves for war. So let's drop our money back down, our investments and maintenance back down, and to get more money coming in. And you bros can just protect trade through the Champagne. Oh, Bordeaux? Yeah, let's just protect Bordeaux for a bit. Oy vey. And now we have absolutely nobody to help us out there. We can pick up some more trade efficiency, which is awesome. But do I really want to make a commander now? Because it's going to push us back by another month or two. Yeah, a bit of time there. We could go and pick up ourselves another advisor. We'll get a lot of our, he's really, these guys are super expensive, dear God. That's a problem. Oh well. Maybe we can boost some trade power and thereby increase the money coming in. So if I build something in Bordeaux area, Nantes. No, screw that. We're going to build something over here. Belongs to Genoa, though. You know what? We're going to benefit ourselves first. So we'll put a marketplace over here to the west. And we have to be worried, I guess, about the Bretons. Now, what was I thinking about? Oh, I want to get ourselves another leader. I don't really want to go and use my heir, but he's 34. He's in good shape. And if he dies, well, the Queen Consort is still there. So you know, we will actually use him. General out of your ruler, general out of your heir. Yeah, put him at risk. But Louis de Valois is a 4... Was that 4 shock? I think it's a 4 shock commander. Yeah, 4 shock commander. So pretty darn good right there. Latin medieval infantry. Is that the best guys we can use right now? Yeah. Offensive morale. You know what? Let's take halberd infantry. I would try to explain all of the particular... How do I put this? All of these modifiers, but I have to admit I don't 100% understand it myself, which is really, really frustrating for me. Because it's a highly nuanced concept, but nevertheless, totally worth understanding it at some point if you are lucky enough to get it. Just unfortunately, I'm always a little bit behind the times on that one. How close are we to another uprising? 2.4 years. We probably will have to go and invest a little bit of military power in putting down the Bretons. Yeesh, and they've embraced the Renaissance. We're really behind in the Renaissance, aren't we? Institutions, yeah, the Renaissance. What is going to buff us up by that at all? Yay. Interesting. Bribes growing more accepted, so we are getting a lot more corruption. That's a problem. I don't like that at all. Forcing to put more money into an area. I want to just be making money. I don't want to be losing. Okay, that's good. At least we're actually ahead of time in Diplotech. So our corruption is pretty high, but it's going to go down a fair bit. That's good. I think we'll be okay. I think we won't be too worried about that, I suppose. Back on political mapping. Oh, yay. So, again, how much longer until I can actually get Renaissance? Probably a long time, right? Yeah, huge amount of time. So, if I have an adjacent province to the Renaissance, nearby friendly province has Renaissance. Yeah, we got a long ways before we can get the Renaissance. That's a big issue right there. So we'll probably speed this up a wee bit. Ooh, choose a province. What? Whoa. Why is this entire coalition going up against me? This is ridiculous, son. I didn't do jack. Opinion. Why? Okay, that's fine. They can be mad at me. I don't get why... Oh my gosh. We're gonna get attacked, aren't we? Let's take our army maintenance back up to full. And prepare our own coalition if necessary. There's been absolutely no reason for this. Now we gotta find them. Dude, everyone's gonna be mad at us. This is gonna be awful. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Why are people so angry with me? I don't think they should be angry with me. In fact, I think they should be very, very happy with me. Because I'm not fighting them. So let's improve our relations as quickly as possible. And we're gonna pray that we don't get a coalition war, because that could ruin us super fast. Yay, they're no longer a great power. That's good. Recall Switzerland. And see if we can start improving the relations of somebody else who apparently doesn't like us at all. Lorraine, let's see if we can make you a little less pissed. And if we're lucky, we should be able to limp through to Military Tech 5. And if we can manage that, it'll be an awesome, awesome place. I think it's having to root out all the corruption, which is really kind of screwing us a bit. There we go. So, morale of armies is down a bit, but that's okay. Send an emissary to the Pope, perhaps? No, not worth it. Not worth it at all. I'm trying to think if there's anything over here that'd be a good idea for us to use, but not really. I probably could go and boost my stability a wee bit. Be a good idea. To boost money incoming by a little as well, and puts us just above where we need to be, so we can actually make a positive return on investment. That's a good thing right there. But yeah, if we get attacked, we're going to be completely screwed. I'm really not sure why there's a coalition being formed against us. I think it's because these guys are just giant tools. Dude, everyone likes Austria. Everyone likes Austria. Savoy loves themselves. We love ourselves too. But we can't go up against Provence because then the English will attack us. And we can't go up against the English because everyone else will attack us. So maybe I waited too long to actually be engaging here. This is a pain. I don't like when this kind of stuff happens, because now I have to be super nervous about whether or not I can even stand against all of these particular foes. Let's see. What's the juiciest development that you have next to me? Okay, decent. Lots of farmlands. You know, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. 15, 19, but I can't. What is the nearest thing? Barwa? I guess Barwa might be a good one. Or Lutzelburg. Or Namur. Actually, you know what? Namur. We're gonna fabricate a claim onto Namur. There we go. And we're also gonna stop building a spy network. Okay, so Cardinal across the border. Sometimes we have a chance to set something in motion without having done anything. So, one such chance has arrived recently when a Cardinal living on the soil of one of our neighbors admitted to an agent of France he would consider moving across the border and supporting us in the Curia for a price. So we can go and gain corruption. England could gain an insult. It's a 50% chance of that. You know what? Let us just gain Spymaster rather. Just keep it kind of, you know, low key for the time being. I don't want to go and actually have that happening. Maybe awful for us. Uprising with the Bretons probably pretty soon. Ooh, and Provincial. The provincial people are no longer really pissed at us. They're gonna probably just start decreasing, which would be great. Leash. Wait, aren't these guys in a coalition against us? Cleves, Gelre. Who are they fighting? Oh, Cologne? No, screw you, bro. You know, if you're in a coalition against us, I am not inclined to do you any favors. And Lorraine could be convinced to not be totally pissed at us. Question is, can I even do this successfully? No, Austria, Liege, and England will all be mad. That's an issue. Yeah, the thing is, I can't stand against everybody on that list. That's insane. Yeah, and I'm not going to give away my troops there. That'd be stupid. I'd rather have Cologne get themselves a little more buffed up. Now we're also going to do this. We're going to pick up our standardized pikes. So I have to pick really one of these three guys to be our next pieces of unit. And I think what we will do, since we're probably going to get crushed by a lot of guys attacking us, we're going to go with the longbow. Mostly so we can kind of stave off as much as possible. Our force limit's huge now, which is great. But what is not great is the fact that our tax base continues to be kind of lackluster. So who is lagging in development for my own areas? Let's see. A couple of guys in the south aren't great. Yay. So 53 administrative power. Get a lot more money coming there. Interesting. So Würzburg is preparing to attack Ansbach in a war of aggression. I don't really care. That's fine. They can fight each other as much as they want to. I'm trying to think who's going to give us a ton of material. But apparently worry first about this. One of the cardinals in France has proven a skilled administrator and has already provides useful advice to the king, or le roi if you prefer. At this point, making him a minister of government would not only be a formality, but an important formality nonetheless, as he might grow more powerful yet. So we can give more influence. Tons of heretics goes down, and a bunch of material. Not sure why that'd be a problem. The only thing we have to worry about is the tolerance of heretics goes down, and who cares so much about that? So, you know, let's do that. We'll take that. That works for me. And now that I think about it, religion doesn't have a whole lot of worrisome issues here. 90%, 1.4 years. Okay, let's get our guys back up close to full maintenance. Oh, they're up to full maintenance. Okay, not terrible. That's fine. I gotta find the place that's giving me the most income by boosting it here. Wait, there's gotta be an income map mode here. Or taxes, no trade, development, no. Political map modes, no. Diplomatic, no. Geographic, no. This is not what I want at all. I guess we're going back to the development route. Orléans might be a possible candidate. You know, I'm just trying to figure out which of these guys to boost a little bit more. I'm not going to get a whole lot of return on that one. I just boost some administrative power here and there. It really should be getting a fair amount of return, but we're not getting it anywhere near what I want to. So we got a lot of our administrative power has been injected into creating more of a tax base, but it hasn't turned around just yet, mostly because it's just so expensive to keep our guys on the field. Our corruption is going down slowly, and frankly I can get away with, there we go, making it a bit of extra money. Our corruption is super low too, so 0.06. So screw that. I'll take the additional cost and just lower as much as possible. I'll get natural corruption going down, so I make money again, which is great. And the Bretons will begin to assault soon enough. Okay, so family ties. So the royal family and province will learn of the pleasantries exchanged. We'll gain 10 diplomatic power, and Provence will change their opinion of us by 50. That's a good thing right there, because that might mean that we can sway them out of that rinky-dink, stinky coalition. That would be fine by me. Let's return you back home. And what is this? Cologne and Lubeck. Oh, geez. So peasants are getting uppity now. We're getting a lot of events going on here, so we can either enforce serfdom, which the bourgeois will take our administrative power and will lose trade efficiency. Or the nobility loses 10 legitimacy and 10 loyalty. I kind of like my legitimacy the way it is, because it makes our unrest go down. So if you enforce serfdom, they'll drop below 40%, which means we'll probably take a hit on trade efficiency, which means we'll take a hit on a lot. But you know what? We will do that to balance it out. So we give them diplomatic charters. We lost some of our prestige. Oy vey. But we've gained their loyalty back, and indeed we even made it good enough that they actually are not pissed at us anymore. And we've lost possible better relations over time. We should have a fair amount of money coming in. No, not a ton, but a bit. I wish I could afford these guys easily. Unfortunately, I can't quite do that. Oh, yay. Did I just bring in more of these guys for diplomatic reputation? No, let's bring him in. He is still kind of expensive, more or less. Not terribly so, but a little bit. I guess what we're trying desperately to do right now is just make people not hate us quite so much. I live with Castile still. I still can't declare war on these guys. It's really annoying to me. Ooh, Ferdinand Wenzel has now been crowned. Oh no, he's the Holy Roman Empire. Who cares? Screw that. Why? I don't get why they get to be. Oh, whatever. Who's Lorraine fighting? Oh, Cologne. Screw that again. No, you're not helping them out. Again, if you hate me, I hate you. Lorraine will not be allowed to do so. I kind of want to go and start taking over this country as well. And make him a vassal. Designate him a marsh. Okay, it can't be annexed. What? Okay, now the Austrians have insulted us. This is just getting worse and worse. So, greater military capacity than a regular vassal. They're a truce with us, and we basically own them right now. But we can't annex them for another 4 years. Start improving our relations with them. It's going to take a long time for that to happen, but that's fine. They don't like us at all, and I get that. It's understandable. I'm trying to find an ally, though, who can balance out Austria, and I don't know who that's going to be. In fact, I have absolutely no clue whatsoever. It doesn't even check in my mind. What we can do in the meantime, though, is that we have to find our best goods here, and indeed we can look in the ledger for that. Trade. Trade goods. What gives us the current best price? Okay, dyes, silk, cocoa, ivory, tobacco, sugar, cotton. Spices, China, or iron. Iron is pretty good, so I know we have a couple of iron mines, and if we increase... It belongs to the Bordeaux trade thing. Yeah, we can increase that and actually make ourselves a bit more money. Won't be a ton, but a bit more money. That works. It's a good start anyway. It'd be better for us to, though, just inject some more into our vineyards. Bordeaux. So yeah, you know, we're going to inject some more into the vineyards here. Cloth isn't terrible either. So we're using a lot of our power right now just to kind of boost up our economy, just so we can get ourselves a little bit richer. And I kind of feel kind of silly that I wasn't able to crush the English. I guess I waited just a bit too long for that to happen. That's okay. It's okay. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? And right now, actually, I think we're up a military attack on these guys as well. They only have 4. Okay. These guys only have 4? Okay, so actually we're in decent shape. We're not in great shape. We're in decent shape, though. And hopefully we can wait out this aggressive expansion long enough that we can take these provinces and make them ours. So if we can do that, dear God, that'd be juicy. 78. 78. Administrative power. That's awesome. That'd be good. Okay, I can deal with that. Ay. And Tunis is now attacking us again, so we're going to take a bit of a hit down the south. That's not too bad. Hey, never mind. These guys are now seem to be more peaceful about things. They seem to finally realize who the rightful lord and liege is. Now I am kind of wondering, can I successfully tell liege to kind of back off? No, because I don't have enough any people to send. Bring him back home. Enforce peace. Okay, it's not going to be worth it. Never mind, then the Bretons are just... This makes no sense anymore to me. So Nantes and Amr. Oh, okay. So we just stick people back in there would be more than fine. Cool. There's garrison troops in there to knock down the unrest. Would be decent shape for that. So this is kind of a quiet session, unfortunately. I really wanted to expand my borders a bit more. So I guess in the meantime, we're waiting for stuff like that to happen. I'll take you through, hopefully, what can be a bit more of this game for people who haven't played this as much. I think what I'll look at first is, well, this is the court. Right here, obviously, are advisors, and to kind of boost the amount of power that you get, which in turn increases different things you can do, including make your provinces better, to get more technology, things like that, you can hire advisors. Each one of them has their own particular cost, and each one buffs up your points, or your point gain by a particular number. Obviously, as you can see right here, 2, 1, 1, 1, and 1. 2, 1, 1, and 1. There we go. But you have to take into account their age, because they will die normal deaths, and the amount it takes for them to actually, it'll cost you per month. So in this case, 1.09, 1.09, 4.35, and indeed, it's even going to cost you a bit to even bring them on board. But these guys are definitely worthwhile to bring in. And thank God for my king right now, because without him, we'd be completely screwed. In terms of money, anyway. We're making a little bit of money right now. It's not a ton, but a little bit of money. Speed this up a bit more. Coalition, it can still not be angry. 55. Jeez. It's going to take forever for me to get back out of this. I really want to just annex these guys like hardcore, but it's not going to happen. Now, the Bretons will probably be annexizable, you know, somethingable, pretty soon-ish. I mean, another couple of years, it should be not too bad, though. So Savoy has now gotten the Renaissance. It's good. That means we can start getting it ourselves. And that's another thing to bring up. So, like I mentioned probably in a video a little while ago, yeesh, we're that far behind on... Wow. Administrative. So we need another 5 years before we can even embrace that. It's insane. Super ahead on Diplotech and military, but we're super behind on administrative. Okay, so institutions. This is something in Rights of Man which is new. Each one of these particular institutions can proc in a particular area. In this particular case, Renaissance always goes off in Italy. And once that does happen, it starts to spread slowly throughout the entire world. As you can see right now, Muscovy's got some, Lithuania has a bare bit. But most of these other countries on the outskirts of Europe aren't quite getting it just yet. What you're supposed to do now is that you have to wait until it actually spreads to your particular provinces, and when you have enough, you can embrace it for a nominal cost. Now, on top of that nominal cost, though, when it embraces, it gives you... Jeez. The English are just being really super aggressive here. It can give you wonderful things. So in this case, it gives a build cost debuff, or buff, and a development cost buff. Colonialism gives you more trade power. Printing press gives you more stability. All these things like that. Voyage from Brittany. So you know what? We will do that. And they will like us more, which means that we should be able to annex them at some point in the forever future. That's okay. All right, so institutions though. So we have a long time before we can actually embrace Renaissance, which is unfortunate. But all things considered, we're actually in decent shape. It does raise how expensive it is to actually get... Oh my god, really? The punitive... That makes no sense. Call to arms, my friends. Call to arms. Aragon, Castile, Napoli. We are horribly outnumbered, but we have a lot of our friends are here against them. The question really is, can we successfully fight them off? I believe we can, but it's not going to be easy. Troops will deploy to the east and to the west. With the luck, we can knock out a lot of the Austrian positions early on. But I think it is time to actually engage, make ourselves get another leader rather. So, my 16,000 group, recruit a general, my friends. Oh my gosh, we have a decent general too. How about that? And production interface, we're going to start creating some more troops. We're going to support them, we're going to use them. We'll definitely lose troops, I guarantee you. So we have 7,000 more men coming out. But we're in good shape here. Now, what I will want to do is we'll want to have... Ooh, wow, my navy is crushing the Austrians. Holler! There we go. But we're going to get crushed here. Retreat. Retreat. Retreat! Please retreat! You're not retreating! Oh god, we just lost a ton of our ships. Yeah, our ships just got savaged, in fact. Return home. Flee. I would say go to, but that makes no sense. Okay, it's finally going back to, Amr. Now, Savoy. Savoy against us? Savoy is not against us. Savoy is with us. Oh my god, why is Savoy with us? I'm not complaining, I guess, mind you, but why are they with us? I'm very surprised by that. So no, if we crush this particular attack, we're going to be in awesome shape. Of course, we have to do that first. I think we'll have to start rebuilding our navy as well. So build a bark in the south. 7,000 more men are ready and prepped to fight and die for the cause. And indeed, that might even be necessary. Brittany is against Provence, which is even better for us. We're doing okay. Kildare, that's fine. Slow us down a bit. Question is whether or not these guys can successfully push forward and take this province away from us. Now, Liege, I don't know... Okay, Liege is against us. That's fine, they're going to Lyonnais. But they can't push past that, so they're not going to be able to really easily take things either. So if I can just get enough of our troops together... Yowza. Take the blame, move on. Our stability got reduced because of a scandal. I'm going to boost it again because we need to have it nice and high right now. And I don't really much care whether or not Liege is going to go and attack us. Cologne, if you're fighting me, then you're not getting through. But you're fighting everyone else, so I accept. Come on through. In fact, Cologne, where are you? I want you to be my friend. Emmingen, Ravensburg. Dear God, where's Cologne? Hesse. Paderborn. There we go. No, because you're in a war and I'm in a war, so that's not going to happen. Never mind. Not too concerned about this particular fortress right here. But our troops should be okay. He's going to go to Charleroi. Sweet. Okay, so, interesting. Our Queen Consort has impressed many men and women with her sharp wit and extensive knowledge of the natural world. She's been a collector of tomes on botany and chemistry and corresponds to several of our generation's brightest minds. Currently, one of those scientists are visiting our court as per our Queen Consort's invitation. They can be found discussing all sorts of new theories far into the wee hours of the night. She's asked us to make a scientist an offer, claiming to be a much better advisor than the treasurer Clemente Bretonnier we currently employ. So she has a point. Or we can just even harder to earn his place. Interesting. Natural 3 scientist. I kind of want to do that, you know, just because. It'd make things a little more interesting. What does our government look like? There we go. Court. Tax modifier. Cheaper for us to employ. You know what? No, we're going to do this. Work harder. We're going to gain 50 power. And I don't think it's going to do any kind of buff to his skills, but that's okay. And folks, actually now that I realize it, this video is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to continue fighting the English-French punitive war, in which we have to face off against all these scum which are attacking us. But luckily, most of the world is on our side. As you can see, Aragon, Brittany, Castile, Naples, Savoy, Scotland, everyone is fighting with us. Although the Scots seem to be getting wrecked hardcore. And the English, thankfully, don't have the troops to come down to the south just yet. So with luck, we can take over these provinces before they can get back. I'd like to take a quick break. And guys, when we come back, I hope you check back in. Thanks for tuning in right now, and I'll see you all soon again. Take it easy, everyone. This is Conor signing off.